There are betrayals that scream, and there are betrayals that whisper. Isabella Laurent believed she had the perfect marriage until the night the whisper became a storm. In the heart of Lagos, where glass towers kissed the clouds and ambition glittered brighter than diamonds, Isabella Laurent built an empire. At 34, she was a self-made billionaire, powerful, brilliant, elegant. She wasn't just admired, she was respected. Her husband, Daniel Laurent, stood beside her at every gala, every charity launch, every red carpet. They were the city's golden couple, the power duo magazines couldn't stop praising. But what the city saw was curated perfection. What Isabella felt was real love. She loved him deeply, not for the cameras, not for the empire, but for the quiet mornings and the laughter in their penthouse kitchen. She trusted him completely, or so she believed. The first crack appeared on an ordinary Tuesday night. Daniel said he had a business meeting in Abuja. It was nothing unusual. Isabella kissed him goodbye at the airport, smiling with effortless grace. That night, alone in their penthouse overlooking the Atlantic, she worked late reviewing contracts. Then his tablet lit up. She wasn't snooping, she was simply reaching for it to silence the notification. And then she saw it. A message preview. Last night was unforgettable. I miss you already. Her breath stopped. Her fingers trembled as she unlocked the screen. Hotel bookings, romantic messages, photos, and a name. Amara Okoye. The world didn't shatter loudly. It went silent. She walked to the balcony. Lagos glittered below her, unaware that her marriage had just cracked open. Did power make betrayal easier, or did love make it harder to see? For the first time in years, Isabella felt small. But only for a moment. Because Isabella Laurent did not collapse, she calculated. She booked a table at one of their favorite rooftop restaurants. She texted Daniel, "Let's have dinner tomorrow, just us." Her tone was warm, almost playful. The next evening, she arrived first, emerald silk, diamond earrings, head held high. Daniel walked in smiling, unaware. "Bella, you look incredible." She smiled back. They made small talk, business, travel, charity events. Then she slid her phone across the table. The screen glowed between them. His face drained of color. "Isabella, I can explain." The restaurant noise faded into background whispers. Isabella leaned forward. "Explain what, Daniel? The lies, the hotels, or the woman?" He had no answer. And then, as if fate demanded spectacle, she appeared. Amara Okoye walked onto the rooftop. Tall, confident, stunning. For a split second, their eyes met. 3 lives, 1 truth. Isabella stood. "You can keep the secret, Daniel. I keep my dignity." And she walked away. That night, Daniel returned home to silence. No screaming, no chaos, just distance. In the days that followed, he tried everything. Flowers, apologies, tears. Isabella listened, not as a wounded wife, but as a woman evaluating her future. They began therapy with Dr. Nia Mensah. Hard conversations followed. I felt invisible, Daniel admitted one session. Invisible while standing beside me at every success, Isabella replied. Pain surfaced. Ego cracked. Daniel confessed it had never been about love. It had been about attention, weakness, escape. And Amara? He ended it completely. Phones became transparent, schedules open, no more secrets. But forgiveness is not instant. Trust rebuilds slowly, like a skyscraper rising floor by floor. Isabella didn't forgive because she was weak. She forgave because she was strong enough to choose, not out of fear, but out of clarity. Months passed. Daniel changed, not with promises, but with actions. He stepped back from certain ventures, prioritized home. He listened. And Isabella, she thrived. She launched a women's leadership initiative in Lagos. On stage, under bright lights, she spoke about power and self-worth. Never shrink yourself to keep someone comfortable. Daniel watched from the audience, not as a man entitled to her, but as a man grateful she stayed. One quiet morning, they stood on their balcony again. The same skyline, a different understanding. I almost lost everything, Daniel said softly. Isabella looked at him. You did lose something, the illusion. What we have now is real. He nodded. He reached for her hand. This time, she let him hold it. Because love is not blind. Love sees clearly and stays by choice. In a city that never sleeps, where ambition burns bright, their marriage was no longer perfect. It was rebuilt. And sometimes, rebuilt is stronger than untouched. Because true power isn't in never falling, it's in rising together.